Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
Episode 17 of Cyrus Says was released on June 15th, 2015.
Just to remind everybody that language usage and content that we provide here may be disturbing, disgusting, probably will be and should be. Words like bloody custard and words that rhyme with that may be featured. Actually will be featured. In fact, perhaps will only be featured. Just warning you.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Yep, Cyrus Says is the name of the show for some apparent reason which has not reached me. But I want to talk about pedestrians who now destroyed my mind completely. I want to suggest to pedestrians very nicely, because I don't think we should talk down to them because we have 7 cars and some people don't, because the disparity is another issue for another day. But pedestrians must understand that there's a thing called the pavement. And if they could just use that from time to time, I wouldn't be as angry as I am today. Now let me tell you my story. It's a long and sad one. Long ago, 16 minutes exactly, I was outside Church Gate, right outside the Oval Maidan, and I parked in the parking area which is right there, and there's a 12-foot pavement. I kid you not, 12 foot in Mumbai, that's right. The size of a young python pregnant. 12-foot pavement and not a single pedestrian there. As I reversed my car out on the main road in front of the High Court, touched very gently the ugliest Indian male I've ever seen, bar none, including Cyrus Saukar, who we'll talk about a little later. I touched very barely, just touched his knee, and he screamed and shouted and called me all kinds of Punjabi bad words, including the one about the sister and the mother and the this and both together, and and I was just incensed completely, and I told him pavement. And what really upsets me is he still didn't understand. Pavement is where they're supposed to walk, not the main road. And that's my pain for the day. I call this show Cyrus Says. Now leave me alone to moan for a second.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
Okay, we've got a show which is all about Ashwin Mushran. The idea was to have 3-4 topics as well, but that didn't work out. It's Ashwin Mushran, a bit of Maggie, something about Escobar in South America, and of course, questions that have no answers.
Cyrus Says, listen to this.
Yep, before we introduce Ashwin Mushran by actually calling him by name, I want to just say my little rant and take it a little further. What I can't understand is they actually feel they are the aggrieved party. I can't get my head around that. I'm on the main road in a huge main road area with a huge pavement nearby, and they're angry with me. Ashwin, before we give you a great introduction, tell me your pain. You've driven cars and you walked on roads. Who's right?
I have, but my question to you, Cyrus, first of all, you live in South Bombay. Do you know what a pedestrian is?
We have seen them on Sunday twice.
That's all I wanted to check.
We have seen them. I have touched one. Just 16 minutes ago.
Ashwin's got this really fancy top-of-the-line car now.
No, Ashwin has to stop talking about South Bombay, because I will expose the man as a Doon School Hindu college man with so much money from North India. They've taken all our money. I'll make this into a Maharashtra North India issue. He will get beaten up outside famous studio, which is the hotbed of the Shiv Sena. Let me tell you.
Which is very close.
We've got everybody here. All my friends. Uddhav ko phone kar. I'll do it right now, Ashwin. Don't mess with me. You know how bad I am.
It's close enough to everyone, because we're right next to Haji Ali as well. So
okay, all right. Don't make this a secular fight. All right, let's just end it here. But let me tell you, Ashwin, I have to introduce you first. Ashwin Mushran, I'll hold and they'll play some beautiful music.
Hold what?
Yeah, watch. I'll hold and the music will play. I'm holding, by the way. You're not commenting. I'm holding still. Music
because
is playing.
People can't see what you're holding.
No, of course not. It's an audio program. And here it is. Ashwin Mushran, actor, singer, dancer, salsa dancer. We'll come to that a little later. Over 300 commercials as a voiceover artist.
Yes, it's probably even more, because I think that's...
Stop showing off.
I put on my Wikipedia page a long time ago.
Just for that attitude, 200. 200.
Okay, 200. That's fine.
I hate people doing that.
That's
thing.
still...
I'm holding and you're blowing your own trumpet. Stop it. We got to stop it.
I'm glad that dot pause was
Let's move on immediately. Okay. You played Macbeth with no hair. No one has ever done that. But we won't get into that. We'll get into your greatness right now. Let's trace your journey as a Kashmiri Pandit boy who left a burning valley to reach Doon School. You were suffering. 7 servants, 13 drivers, 400 cars, and then boom! You came to Doon School. But I'm told Chavi will tell your story in a more interesting manner.
I'm not going to do that.
Actually, I came to Doon School
Why were you patting your chest with your finger? What are you trying to say? Oh, you're scratching? Yeah. I'm sorry, in the male lexicon, we only do it below the belt, so we don't understand when you scratch anything above. I'm sorry, I didn't get that at all.
I actually came to Doon School from Bihar.
What?
So, yeah, I mean, you can't
it's
tell.
It's not Bihar, it's Bahar. You don't understand Hindi?
You can't tell. You can't tell from my accent, and my visage as well.
Yes. Don't use words like
my dad was
posted. No Bihari has used visage.
My dad was posted.
You've been exposed again.
Yeah, I've been exposed again.
Was he really? Really?
Really? Yeah.
What are you saying? Yeah, see my fake interest.
at the Indian explosives factory, so he was general manager there. So,
all right.
Yeah, I lived.
You said your dad went to Hindu. Then what happened?
Okay, let's ask him 5 Bihari questions to know if he's from Bihar. Do you know Ram Prasad? You don't.
You don't know
Ram Prasad?
I know around 50 of them.
Do you know Shiv Narayan? Oh my!
Pandit.
You hesitated. You hesitated. I don't feel you're Bihari at all.
Narayan,
Okay, where did you live exactly in Bihar? Give us the proper address without hesitating. Boom.
I lived in Gomia.
But the address, give me the full thing. Gomia sounds like an animal you had as a pet
A3.
who was a dog and became a cow.
A block 3.
A block 3.
I lived between
Gomia and the pin code.
between Dhanbad and Ranchi.
But that's like two big cities or something.
Yeah, so in between that,
you
there's
had a
this place
building between
called
two
Gomia.
cities,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what, Mike. Bihar is strange from my time. I must tell you, totally different experience I've had there. Mine was just help, run, and they chased me and whatever. I enjoyed it. Chavi, you were trying to say something about Ashwin's early career. You're great friends with him.
Career, yeah.
He started off as a voiceover
I haven't
artist.
stalked him, man.
Go on.
Do it in your voiceover voice.
Yeah, give us some voiceovers so they know it's you. Otherwise, there's no way to prove it.
What would you like me to say?
I would
My
like you to
voice
give-
over voice. Yeah.
I would like
This
you to
is-
say,
Hello.
what is the name of a show? Cyrus Says,
Cyrus Says.
presented by, and make up your own company. And it should be really bad. And go.
Yeah, welcome to Cyrus Says. I come
Okay,
from this
we've lost the
company
audience.
called-
We've
yeah,
lost the... Help. Go on.
Yeah, my company is called Help, yeah.
Help. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, we'll move on. Voiceovers will be practiced a little later in the program. But there's a very interesting story about you being a gay icon. So I was told.
Who put that here? Because
jokes
clearly
apart,
I
I've done
didn't get
some
the
research.
brief. Yeah.
I've done some research. You were in a Hindi film which was very popular and where you played, I don't give details and, upset anybody.
I played a gay person,
yeah.
yes. A
Gay-
very feminine gay person. Yeah.
All right. And
in
after
fashion.
which, is it true that wherever you go, people say, oh, gay aadmi, and they point to you and all that?
वो gay आदमी. Yeah, but they don't point exactly like that. But there's a story that when I was getting married and in church, my wife's
Okay.
Catholic, so I'm standing.
Your
up with-
wife is male or female?
He is. Let's move on. Anyhow, so I'm standing out there waiting for her to come, and one
Okay,
of her
watch
aunts. Yeah, I got that.
Okay, go on. Don't stop. Never stop.
She'd actually never met me, and she'd come from out of Bombay, and she stood up and she said, "Hey, tell that gay fellow from fashion to sit down." And somebody said, "Excuse me, that is who's marrying your niece." Yeah.
He's changed.
So, yeah.
She's so pretty, he moved.
That is a true story.
But I think the more powerful story is the one about the building in between Dhanbad and Ranchi. I love that story. I can't believe there's nothing else. Just this one building and 3 blocks.
There's stuff now, but in those days, yeah, it was quite empty.
The Mushran collection.
A3.
We'll be talking more about that. Ashwin, tell us a little bit about how you got into this whole business. I know you're a very well-known name now, and you do a lot of stuff. Apparently,
I'm a well-known name, but a lot of people still don't know what I look like when you say my name.
No, you.
That's how
Are
it
you
goes.
serious?
Yeah, it's
All right.
true. Yeah.
What, you
They-
more
they-
famous
they-
for your voiceovers?
No, I'm.
So you're like
they
a
know
famous-
what I look like. They don't know the name. So I'm one of those
So people who
actors.
So I don't understand this at all. So like Kejriwal, for example, we know what he looks like and we know the name.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah,
Amitabh
yeah.
Bachchan, we know what it looks like and we know the name.
Yes.
Maggie, the product, we don't know the name, but we
No, we
know
don't
what it
talk
looks
about
like.
it anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
as of
So
yesterday,
what,
yeah.
what does that mean? They know you, but they don't know you when they see you.
I am that guy.
My God, you'll be a nightmare in a red light area. I'm just thinking you'll never pay because they sort of know you, but they don't know who you are.
Well, I mean, that
Think of the
history- that's a
advantages.
different history totally. Yeah.
At least you don't have a father like mine who asked
I
for
do get people
who asked
pointing-
for a receipt when I came back. Can you
He
believe it?
did?
No moral questioning, just receipt. That's the good thing about Bawas. We're more interested in getting everything right, the finer points. Morality is always questionable because that's, one man's morality is another man's immorality. Hello, Chavi, we even talk
Yes,
about
yeah.
you. You dress
Why would you
beautifully.
talk about me?
She's now
Yeah,
got a
I'm
new
here.
shroud on.
Yeah,
She normally
shroud.
dresses like a
I know,
penguin,
because
but
you have to tell everybody what we look like.
we have
yeah,
to.
so
We have to set it up.
yeah.
I have to tell
Ashwin
you,
and I are
like,
very
I-
hot-looking
Yes,
models.
I've got these
Yeah.
excellent men.
We have
here,
30
who can
women
go to radio voices.
standing outside the studio, all dead.
Yeah, to beat them off with a stick,
The women?
It's not allowed nowadays, but yeah, it
beat
used
them?
to.
Is that a
I have.
metaphor?
I'm
In
Is
the
that a-
1980s, you could do that.
Not a
yeah.
metaphor. No one's listening.
Now you
I'll
can't.
let them
I'll
in
talk
if
to
you
my
want.
niece. Hello, how are you? All right. Ashwin, I'm trying to set you up here. Give me something about the background. So you're a Dosco boy, you went to theatre, and how did you get into
I'm
this
gonna-
line?
well, first-
No, I just want to say one thing, because normally we don't expect people like you from these kind of backgrounds, corporate, business, politics, that kind of thing, and then suddenly you come to acting, which is a little, not too many Doscoites are in this business. So tell us your story.
It's just something that I was pretty much good at, and that's what I wanted to do, which is also, my parents also allowed me to do it, which is a really rare thing. They
yeah,
said you
were they
could
happy?
go- They were not happy. But they said, fine, if that's what you want to do, then go ahead and give it a shot. Yeah.
But did they do a test and say, okay, now, son,
in-
beta, come here, perform?
As in DNA.
Yeah, no,
that was
15 minutes.
Always at
Show
family
me your
parties
Chekhov.
and all that. Show me. Yeah,
Chekhov
show me
in front of
yeah.
me. Faster.
I used to say that to my dad. Show me your Chekhov.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That's what paid for drama.
No wonder he
school,
kept you between Ranchi and Dhanbad.
Yeah.
Makes sense now. Your dad lived happily in Delhi and kept you there.
So
All right.
no, I mean, actually, Doon School really helped me out as an actor because it allowed me to do what I wanted to do with nobody stopping me.
They don't
most
pay
places,
attention, basically.
they don't, so they do allow you the space to do what you want to do. And most other places, I mean, you got to be that engineer, that lawyer. Still, of course, things have changed around.
Life has changed. What Ashwin is saying is a complete echo of our 80s and 90s when they would not believe you could get into this line, especially from our socially difficult background, of lots of money.
There's a long silence when you say, I want to be an actor.
Yeah.
Then 3 years later, your dad says, okay.
Or he starts drinking heavily and
So you got
dies
to
in
tell
6
them
months.
at like 14, 15.
Yeah.
So, by the time you're 19, they can actually give you a reply.
Or wait for him to get Parkinson's, in which case he doesn't know what you're doing when he sees you on
That's
screen.
really rude about my dad.
I'm
Oh,
so
you're talking
sorry.
about your...
A collective father? We now share
our collective father who
the lady with the beard who dropped us here. Yeah. All right. We've got to take a break, apparently. This lovely man, Amit, is now raising his arms like a traffic controller, or more like an airline which can't take off. I would go with Kingfisher. You would go with...
Sahara Star.
Sahara Star. We've lost 2 clients. All right, we'll take a break and come back. Yeah, back here on Cyrus Says with Chavi. We haven't spoken about you. We'll come to you in a second.
Yeah.
And of course,
Absolutely no
Ashwin.
need.
Ashwin Mushran, who... what's your pet name, Ashwin? It's too long, this name. Don't say Ash. I hate Ash.
I'm not going to say it because you said it.
Don't tell me. Why
yeah,
do
people call
why
me
is it
Ash.
always obvious?
But
Why
there's-
do,
What is
I'm not
Rebecca
blaming you,
called?
but why do people give you like your name Ashwin Ash? They think it's really
People
creative.
say,
It's
Ashwin
stupid.
Dustbin as well.
I don't mind that. I don't
that's
mind
cool,
that.
yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, Ashwin Mushran has a wishy-washy, mushy-washy dishwashing machine, is what people make.
Okay, this is
Yeah.
Bihari non-English speaking people
Yes,
in
yeah,
Dhanbad.
yeah.
What,
And then Mushi.
Mushi, like
Yeah.
the Pakistani president who
Yeah, I mean,
was
that's
born in
my
Turkey.
personal term for him as well.
Yeah. I call him every day and
Yeah,
cry.
I call him, yeah.
Come back. Pakistan needs you. Doesn't
Yeah.
listen. Let's get back to Chavi. Chavi, how's your week been? I haven't seen you for a few days. Why are you making those faces?
Because you shouldn't be talking to me. I'm like the Robin to your Batman. I'll just say things like, holy moly,
Are there any bodily
Batman.
changes happening that I need to know? Because you're making this grimacing sort of face and... Okay, that's also from my conversation. Fair enough, but...
That was at you.
Ashwin, your
Yes,
story,
I'm
my
here,
friend. Very
I'm here.
interesting.
Yeah.
So you did plays, you did the usual
I did,
stuff.
yeah,
How did you
I
get a break?
I went to drama school in London, so I did my...
To Radha?
There are other schools as well.
Give me a name.
I got into the first school that took me.
What was the name?
Drama
If
Studio
it was
London.
Rungta's Imperial Classes of Theatre, then I have to worry about it.
The Drama Studio London.
That's Rungta's. I know
Where
that. I know
Emily
that.
Watson, Forrest Whitaker. people
Don't
like
show
that.
off.
So
Forrest Whitaker's
I'm
American.
just-
What's he doing in friggin' London?
Ashwin is not American, but
Yeah, I'm
Forrest
not American
Whitaker.
as
You
well,
have to
yeah.
stay with the conversation. We
Though,
have half an hour.
though in my first day of drama school, they were introducing people and saying we have 2 from South Africa, a couple of people from France, Scotland, England, 1 Indian, and everybody turns around.
and said,
And
"Chai."
they're all looking for the Indian.
And they expected you to serve tea.
And they expected somebody to look Indian as well.
Yeah, but now how do I have to set this up again? Because she said they know the name, but they don't know what you look like.
Right, so
Now this
Ashwin-
joke is
Same thing.
lost.
He just
This
follows
joke
me.
is lost.
You know.
Ashwin does not look Bihari. Can we
No,
just
no,
put that
no.
out?
Without being racist, he's extremely fair.
I'm extremely fair.
And,
my mother's half English, half
Caucasian.
German.
Oh, you
so
are.
My
So
mother's
he's
half,
got to.
and my father's Kashmiri Pandit.
There
so
you
it's
go.
like
There you go.
whiteness
So-
from and they,
yeah.
Okay,
And you've done it. You've crossed the race line.
I've
Now I might as
crossed
well. He's so white. He's polar bear white.
Yes.
Polar bears say, "Oh my God, this guy's too white for us." Yeah.
Or they say, "Oh my God."
Or they mount you and make babies.
Cyrus.
No.
And you know
That's
that
me,
from
that's me.
experience,
That's me.
Cyrus,
That's
yeah,
me.
that's you.
Mine is the grizzly, the darker one.
I see.
First
Yeah.
cousins. All right, Ashwin, you don't want to tell me your first break. I just want to know just the beginning of the story. So you did the drama school thing. Did you work in England or you came here?
As an extra and in market research and waiting restaurants and stacking shelves.
That's
It
how
was a
Keith
great,
Waz
great
started,
education.
and today he's the
But
number 4
I was
guy.
an extra in Star Wars Phantom Menace. Yeah.
What are you
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, I'm saying. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of respect. Shall we get out of
That's,
the
I
studio?
think because
we
I
can't
was
afford you now.
I was citizen of Naboo.
Citizen of now, bloody boo. That's
Yeah,
not a
Naboo.
joke.
It was
That's
great
almost
fun,
like
yeah.
Dhanbad, isn't it?
So I mean, I as an extra there we got to see Liam Neeson. I mean,
Who's also an extra?
yeah.
No,
No,
Liam
I'm
Neeson's
sure he was.
I
at
haven't
one
seen the
point in
damn
time.
film. Come on, give me a break.
But to watch them all shooting in such a huge level film, I did extra work on a whole bunch.
So what
of
do you mean
other
by
stuff
extra?
as well.
Do you have a line? Do you?
No, as an, you don't even have a line. Yeah, you just stand there,
it's
and
a
then
bit like
George
our radio
Lucas,
show.
George Lucas digitally reproduces you. You know, to look like
Oh.
another 1,000 people.
Oh
there.
God!
Yeah.
It's like working in a BPO.
But I mean, people say you shouldn't say you were an extra. Like, dude, I was an extra in Star Wars. Screw that, man.
Star Wars?
I saw the guy who used to play R2D2. He used to drive up in his custom-built Mercedes for himself. I
Wow.
think his name's Kenny Baker or something like that.
Kenny Baker is a comedian.
I think and then they used to lift him up and put him into the R2D2
Was
unit.
he
that's-
horizontally
No,
challenged?
R2D2
Was he a
looks
small
very
man?
small.
He's a dwarf.
What are you doing with your hands, Shavi?
I mean, you don't have to be politically correct.
Can you
I mean,
say dwarf?
Of course you can say dwarf.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay, so then let's not say dwarf because maybe that's not right. Let's call him something
What do you call
else.
Peter Dinklage?
Peter?
Dinklage.
Oh, sorry. I thought Peter because we're friends. But okay, so we shouldn't say dwarf, I'm told. I've just checked. It's incorrect.
So what do you say? Vertically challenged person?
First, we should have to stop
a
saying
very
dwarf
short
because we said
person.
it too many times. Horizontally challenged, I would think, no? Vertically challenged?
Vertically. Yeah.
I think I'm horizontally challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's move on. Ashwin doesn't want to tell us what
So, no,
happened.
no, I
How
just
did you
said-
land in India?
How did I?
How did you come here? Why did
How
you
did I
come
come
here?
here? I came
Star
back
Wars.
home.
Star Wars.
I came back home.
No, but you got to Phantom, whatever it's called. Why did you?
The Phantom Menace.
Why didn't you stay there?
Because I'm saying it's tough work. And no
He was
matter...
just one in a crowd there.
I'm just one of a
That was the
crowd.
beginning. Everybody starts like that.
Yeah.
My story goes back to
I
Hollywood.
came back
and
because I stopped-
Errol Flynn's.
because I thought stuff was
Sinbad
opening
the
up in
Sailor,
India.
but nobody wants to listen to that.
Errol Flynn. No, I know who Errol Flynn is.
White
I'm
Buddy
old
Show.
enough. Yeah.
No, your mother was Scottish, so you'll know. Chavi?
Scottish?
You
She's
just
half
said-
German, half English. Yeah.
That
is los,
would have
yeah.
been difficult in World War II.
It was.
What the hell happened there?
They met at that time.
Today's Monday. I won Germany.
She had to report to the police station every week.
What are you saying?
Yeah.
And did she ever raise her
And
hand?
my mother was born in
sorry,
New Zealand.
sorry.
My sister was born in Calcutta. I was born in the UK because she was visiting. My dad was born in Lahore. That's my family. Yeah.
My God.
It's pretty interesting.
So you're part Pakistani. How dare you come? I'm kidding. I love
Even
the
my father was born
Pre-partition.
in Lahore.
Yeah?
See, yeah.
My father was born before there was a Lahore. We're that old. All right, let's go back to your story. So you come back to India for whatever reason. You feel that it's a
And I
difficult...
go straight to Aram Nagar.
All right. And in Aram Nagar, you found true love, your wife to be.
I found auditions. No, that's...
The other true love.
Yeah,
So what
the
was the
other
first
true
break?
love.
What was the first thing that gave you a leg into the industry, so to speak?
I think pretty much there was a Tata Safari ad I did years ago on a roller coaster.
That was your first ad.
That was
Your
that
first
was
big
like
ad.
almost like my third ad, but it was a huge ad. When it came out, it was really, really big.
Were you bald at that
So,
point? Did you have this?
I had a little bit of comb over hair.
Okay.
Then I decided,
Okay, what we call the
because
third
I was
eyebrow. Yeah.
Already receding hairline. My dad, my grandparents.
May I say you're a very good-looking man. You don't have to apologize about this hair thing.
I don't apologize
And I'm told
about
that
it.
as the hair falls, the other things grow, as we can see.
Cyrus?
No,
Cyrus,
he's-
what?
He's talking
He's
about...
Two men speak.
Yeah, all right.
We
sorry.
speak openly
Yeah.
and fairly.
And
We
this
are
is how boys talk.
Two wise and
I
mature
feel
men.
kinship towards thee.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I'd done the ads came and did a couple of movies which weren't
So
brilliant.
Tata Safari, you were like the main guy, obviously.
Yeah, there were two guys coming down a roller coaster.
You killed the other guy, and then it was only you. What happened to the
Yes,
other guy's
absolutely.
career? I'm
And
more
that-
interested now in him.
That's why no, it's me. So,
So
I did
who
very
was the
well.
second guy? Was it Milind Soman?
He
Was he struggling?
He was some guy they found in Pune. Yeah.
That's me, you
That's
idiot!
it. Yeah,
How
no, that's
dare
you.
you? You stole my career. Give it back.
Was it Milind Soman? Yeah, no, but then he went for a run and he never came
Yeah,
back.
that's true. Oh, I love Milind Soman. He runs at 1 in the afternoon for some reason.
yeah.
Who does that? You think it's like karma? He wants
But
to
I live
reverse it?
nearby and it's great eye candy, I have to say.
Is he a good-looking man?
Oh, God,
He
yeah.
is still a good-looking man.
Is he like your top 5 good-looking men, Chavi? Obviously, Ashwin and me being 1 and 2.
Indian men, yes. I have a...
Oh, you're racist. Oh, so Indian men.
No,
oh.
I just like to categorize
So
it
it's
as
a
have
caste
more
system.
men. No, it's just a wide
So who are your top
variety.
5 Japanese
Who is your
men?
Exactly. Give me. I want Czech
Actually,
Republic.
Japanese men are kind of androgynous, but I do like...
Androgynous? That's very racist.
No, at least the popular culture right now, the Japanese men
Why?
who are doing well are kind of androgynous. That's
Why would you say that?
Yeah.
Or from, your top 5 from...
We've lost Toyota,
Somalia.
we've lost Honda,
Yeah, oh.
we've lost Mitsubishi.
Yeah, I'm sure if you
mean,
now
stop
if you're
talking.
categorizing,
I need
We have
sponsors.
5
You
men in every
boys,
country in
what
the
the hell?
world.
Why don't you guys
So we
talk?
were talking about ourselves anyway.
What about
Yeah.
Bangladeshi men? What's your take on them?
Do
We're
I
playing
have to answer
Bangladesh in a series soon, so
She'll probably have taken them. She just can't blog about them.
no, not your thing.
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I'm getting a very sort of
Racist vibe?
Yeah, I don't want to say it, man. Whatever.
sorry.
I'm right next to her, so I can't move.
Go ahead, you
because the
guys do
mic's
your
here.
thing. Have some
Yeah,
fun.
yeah.
Well,
Yes, so-
simply play the tabla without using my hands. And here we have topic number 1, which you must get
Yes.
into, which is Nestle pulls. Who knows? Nobody's heard this story. Nestle pulls Maggie from India, but apparently Nestle also says they'll be back very soon. And now, Chavi, I leave this
Well,
to you. because
Coke
you've
said
done
that.
this.
One
Well,
second,
Coke said that in the 1970s. How long did it take for them to come back?
How long?
You're asking me
92.
like I
No,
don't
no, I
know.
just say, yeah.
Come on.
92 they were back? 90, Leher, Pepsi, Leher...
Pepsi came back before
Pepsi
92.
came back.
Yeah.
But there was George Fernandez in between, which is another story altogether.
Yeah,
but
that
Chavi,
is.
you were trying to tell us something about
I was going to say that
the
we should-
indigenous hand. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely. About how in India these companies come in and there's absolutely no regulation. They've been here for more than 15 years. Suddenly we have woken up.
But there's no political maneuvering behind the scenes to purposely try to take them out. You wouldn't go in that direction at all.
I wouldn't.
I don't know. I mean, that could be the case as well. I mean, to me, a vada pav isn't necessarily safe as well.
No, not at all.
I have grown.
1 second, lock the door. Yeah, go on.
I know
I hate
Maggie
mistletoe.
is not the healthiest thing in the world. I've eaten a lot of it, and I'm still here.
And you're a
I'm
good
just
looking.
saying,
you're
I'm just
looking
saying
very
it-
good.
It took us through school, college, and treks in the mountains. But you're going to eat it every day. It's like going to McDonald's or somewhere else every day. You can't eat that food every day. It isn't the best food in the world.
Unless you're a beggar and that's all you're being given. But coming back to this whole thing.
Then you will eat
I just want to explore the possibility of another option, which is now we know that the corporates may be, doing this and doing that in the West and whatever, and not caring about the consumer. But is there a possibility that we have purposely, or one party has purposely, or somebody has sort of tried to sideline them for personal gain or personal reasons?
There could be that. There could also be a really zealous officer who's decided to...
whose son fell sick.
Who's decided to take something forward. And that can also happen, and somebody
I've
decides
got
to
it.
jump
His
on that.
son fell sick, lost all his hair, and decided to become an actor.
That's me, yeah. Oh, shit. No.
Oh, damn you. You see through everything, Mr. Mushran.
I think it's just exploded, and some of these companies... What they say in the packets, we know that it's not all true.
But this is the
we know
problem.
that.
Yeah.
Why is
like
that
there's this
okay?
condom brand who says, make love till sunrise. I mean, I got to tell you, never happened once. And I've watched people do it.
Yeah, you need
I
to
personally don't
sue
use
them.
this
It's just
stuff,
like how Fair and Lovely is taken to court by women's groups. So why now are they making Nestle the scapegoat? There is enough.
But that's
Indian
because people
stuff
were
out
eating
there as
Fair
well.
and Lovely. You got to understand what you're doing with the
No,
product.
I'm talking about their claims.
Oh, okay.
On their packaging, for example, if they say no chemical additives or whatever, and MSG clearly falls
They say
into those
no
categories.
chemical additives does not mean that there's no chemicals inside. Remember that.
Correct. Also, when it says all natural ingredients,
Yeah.
and it says vegetarian, those ingredients can actually come from beef stock. And
There you
other
go.
things.
Now that
You
brings me
just
to
done it.
my
That's
favorite
the end
topic.
of the
Breast
show.
milk.
You said beef
Breast
and stock.
Can I bring in breast milk now?
On the show. That
perhaps
means there's
not.
a stock
I'll
of
tell you
beef
what,
somewhere.
Since they're not listening to me, we'll take a break and I'll
yeah.
talk about breast
Oh,
milk
this is Cyrus'
to somebody
show.
outside.
Sorry.
Jairam, idhar aao. Breast milk के बारे में आपका क्या सोच विचार है?
छोटू दो चाय.
Chotu is what my wife calls me. How do you know all this, Ashwin? Put on a wig and let me see what you look like.
know,
Oh my God!
I do research as well, sir.
Turn around, bend over and tell me more.
Drop some money on the floor first.
Again. We take a break. We'll come back. And we're back. Ashwin Mushran, actor, comedian. Oh,
And I've not left.
And
I'm
don't
still
leave.
here.
Don't leave. Ashwin, quickly, before we forget,
Yeah.
then we'll run out of time.
Yeah.
Salsa.
Yes.
Where does that come? I've seen you're pretty good. I was quite attracted, I must
DJs
say.
as well. Very,
I
very
never.
well.
We'll come to
I
DJ, but
DJ as
salsa
well.
thing is really big for me.
As you
because-
get older, you can't dance that much,
Because-
so you
Yeah.
play
DJs.
music instead.
And women love that. Don't you love it
They
when
do.
you see American
Totally.
dance
Okay.
properly?
Now,
Totally.
true story,
Go ahead,
and
tell
everybody
us.
says true. So when I in London again, I learned salsa out there. I'd met this girl, and
And it
she-
wasn't a sauce. I always thought it was a sauce. But go on.
It wasn't. It wasn't a sauce.
Yeah.
And she forced me to come for the salsa class. I wanted to watch football, Manchester United. Oh, men don't
I
dance.
hate
and all
Manchester
that.
United.
Yeah.
Liverpool?
I'm just giving you a name.
Okay, just giving a
You
name.
know, yeah, I could say, I could say
Tottenham
Cosmos.
Hotspur. Yeah, Cosmos.
You
is
know,
American team.
LA Galaxy or something
Oh,
like
these
that.
American
yeah.
teams. Why would you say that? You're in
So-
London. Why are you doing this to my listener?
So she
my
said-
one listener
Yes.
who knows sport. Sorry, you were saying.
She said, come along for the class and just give me company. So I went there and I was really terrible in this class and I drove this Colombian teacher nuts. You know, he didn't shoot me, luckily.
Or the necktie.
Because I didn't put a
It's
football
terrible.
into a goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
From his side.
Yeah, from his side.
Just
Yeah.
explain it to
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Chavi.
Yeah.
You're named after a footballer. I understand what he's saying.
इसको बार-बार नहीं
Bar,
करते हैं.
Go ahead.
Anyway,
Take your shots.
so,
Take your
yeah.
shots. He's dead now. Go on.
So after the class, I stayed on. Lights went off, and these really average guys walked in. Average, yeah. And all these girls just went to these guys, and I was like, why? And then they started dancing, and I was like, whoa, I've got to do
It's very sexual.
this.
Oh, yeah.
It's a sexy thing to
It is-
do.
No, it is. Let's be honest. I watched. Y'all did a demonstration at one of these. cheap
long
clubs.
time, long time ago in.
And I was watching them, and the men are. It's people who think dance form is for sissies and all that. You watch the South American, I presume.
Salsa is very heterosexual, actually.
Very
From all the-
heterosexual,
because
very
it's
aggro.
man and woman, and that's the way it is.
Yeah, and then all the women look at us, and we can only do the bhangra, that bad techno bhangra that we do.
The uncle dance.
And then they see the good salsa dance, and they say, we want that.
And the girls are being spun
They're
around,
being
and the
spun
guys just
around.
being cool.
Dear
And
The
all
man's
that.
being like, Macho George with his hand all over the place.
So I decided
Bhangra.
I decided to do salsa because I wanted to meet the girls. And if most guys doing salsa say something else, it's for the art and the beauty of the music.
Then they have to
are
join Shamak
lying,
Davar's classes,
because
which are
that,
different.
that love comes later.
Right.
But first, it is about they want easy access to women, so they start learning how to dance.
But
yeah.
were you a good dancer before that? Back
No,
in the day?
I'd never. I don't think I'd ever danced as such. I mean, a little bit of jiving, a little bit, nothing that's.
But you were not
considered
known to be nifty on your feet or
I was-
anything like that.
nifty on my feet. No, for sense.
Could you stand on one leg and scratch your back?
Yeah.
No, okay, that was me.
No. No, I wasn't. But then I started going out. I mean, every night, I was going 6 nights a week.
Wow.
And
And girls were dropping like flies everywhere.
It took
and not after.
Well, it took at least a year and a half for me to even start getting timing. And when I got the timing, and when that started, man, it was just really interesting.
But it's a weird thing to do. I've watched it closely, and they sort of go to one direction and at the same time the other direction. They sort of sway in a very masculine way. It's like, two winds are hitting you at the same time. And no, I tried it. I really tried it because we did this terrible show. What was it called? One of these dance shows. And
You did Jhalak?
Yeah, Jhalak. And it's damn tough. Because you put one leg here, and then suddenly the woman says, go put the other leg there at the same time. And it was, I thought it was like a paradox of dance. I couldn't do it.
No, it's just... I mean,
You need 3 legs, I felt.
It's one of the best things I've done because through it I met friends from all over the world, and they're still friends today. I can go to almost city in the world, almost any city, and there's a salsa nightclub. I can walk in, you don't have to speak the language, you can start dancing.
And in South America, they'll think you're South American. You're so
South
good.
America, they'll still shoot me,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just because of the Kashmiri Pandit thing? Is it
I don't think that will come up.
Has it reached there? Has it reached there? No.
But it's great. I've been to around 30 festivals around the world.
Is that how you met your wife, the dancing?
That's not how I met my wife, but it did help. She does salsa now as well. I taught her how to salsa. Wow. She's been to festivals with me. She absolutely loves it now. And she really enjoys it. And she dances with,
Excellent.
with other men. Yeah.
Really? And you watch.
And I watch.
That helps.
I watch her
marriage.
dance with
That
other
helps
men.
marriage.
Yeah. She also watches me dance with other men. Oh, let's
yeah.
move on. Nothing. No.
May I say, this is the most beautiful thing I've heard today.
Yeah.
Chavi sweating. Are you feeling aroused in any way? Because I am. This is scary.
So my message to everyone is, if
Don't
you have
eat
the chance to
Maggi and
learn
dance.
these dances, learn it. Go ahead.
That's salsa. But there are also some dances which
but salsa,
effeminate and...
there's bachata, there's merengue.
Isn't bachata
there's
like...
kizomba.
Isn't that like
and if you think
Mumbai for Save You?
If you think salsa is sexy, just try bachata and kizomba.
I just find it difficult to say bachata. Can I change the name? Can I call it something else? Can
It's a bachata.
Bachata. Oh, bachata. I'll try it. I don't know. What is the other one? The flamenco.
Kizomba.
Kizomba. Now you sound like a village in East Africa. Where
I sound like a Mallu saying,
But go ahead. Take shots at more people. And it's my fault.
You're a lovely girl. Can I kizomba?
Yeah. Show me your zomba. That's more
show me your
important.
zomba, yeah.
What the hell happened to our show? We were intellectually right
I know.
there.
We were doing
Sophocles.
really well.
I have no idea
And
what
suddenly-
you
How
we
possibly
fell.
have
How we
done.
Suddenly
fell.
we're going to be pulled off like Maggie.
Yeah. No, nobody listens to us.
And Rod
Okay.
Stewart just doesn't understand why his song has been pulled off from iTunes in India.
If I knew Rod Stewart was, but being from another generation.
You do know who Rod Stewart
is.
is.
His father Franklin Stewart? Because I think we were in school together.
God,
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go to Led Zeppelin then, since you brought in some rock
Yeah.
there. What is this whole story, Chavi, about releasing 2 songs from a Bombay orchestra
I just
session?
read that
They're going to
yesterday.
they're
In the
releasing
80s.
a compilation, remastered compilation called Coda again, which is going to have 3 CDs, and one of them is going to be a remastered their Bombay orchestra sessions. They were here in 1971, 72. I don't
So
know
they were
if you-
playing
I was
in a dance
born
bar.
in
They
that
were playing in
time.
a dance bar. Bombay Orchestra.
One second, I just got it. It's all making sense now. They were in Maggie. Led was in Maggie. Led bloody Zeppelin. It's all coming together. It's like the circle of life.
If people can
Hakuna
only see me, my
Matata.
head is exploding.
Let's salsa
Yeah.
together. Hold me, touch me. Hold me again. Sorry, Chavi, you shed some light. I don't know.
already did. So they were here. They recorded with the Bombay
Who recorded?
Orchestra. Led Zeppelin.
No, but who recorded them? It was like a candid recording quietly. What?
No, I think they had a
Probably the
studio.
police.
Yeah. You got parking permission. Where were they?
I
I heard
don't know the
Seinfeld's
answer to
never,
that.
ever
But
coming
they,
back. We'll
But they
come back.
jammed with Indian musicians, so they're flautist.
But we don't have
tabla
any.
players.
We don't have any. In 70
In those days we did,
We
yeah,
had
I'm sure.
we had half.
Of course we did.
We had
No,
half.
come on.
Falguni
All the
Pathak was 7.
Which
all the
year-
movies were
which
being
years
scored
was
by
this?
people.
In which year?
1971, 72. They made several trips, actually.
We in between the war we were doing this. But so one sec. So how many songs are there?
Quite a few, but they've released 2 now. And one is 4 Sticks, and the other is...
Why are you looking at me?
well, I'm hoping you know
He's the
answer.
salsa
I
expert.
just read about it yesterday.
I'm the rock
Yeah.
expert.
tell
Not
me.
really.
I also know about rock. Yeah. I've heard rock.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, me. You know me.
Anyway, so they've remastered. Jimmy Page has remastered them. He's 71 years old himself.
Yeah.
And I
But he's
think
still on
it's-
the right page.
Yeah, good.
And he's got a Parsi name, Jimmy. Interesting guy.
So, what do you think about?
Okay,
these
now
old
I'm bored of
sessions
this whole
coming
Led
live?
Zeppelin thing. Can we just move on from there? I mean,
No.
did nothing for me. Did nothing for Ashwin. He's fallen asleep.
I'm not falling asleep. I think it's quite interesting, but I didn't know about this, and I would like.
I
to
only
hear-
remember-
I don't even know what
Okay,
tracks
so-
they've
I remember
done.
OC
How
Lisa
long are
and
the
Bob
tracks? Are they
Geldof.
like
Oh my God.
25-minute hazy tracks?
No,
Yeah,
like
were they
8
really
to
drugged?
14
Is that your
minutes.
question?
Yeah. So these
How
this
much
bootleg
Zeppelin?
for
Sorry.
the Bombay or sessions.
At that time, it was called Bombay Orchestra, not Mumbai Orchestra.
Yes.
Bombay.
So the sessions were so rare that our producer Amit for example,
Yeah.
has stories about how people would pay like $100 at that point for a
In
tape.
71?
In
for a
those
cassette.
days.
No, in
That's
the
like
90s.
a college education. Eh?
$100 is
Yeah.
Bangladesh's GDP. How dare you say that? We have listeners.
And that's now.
No,
Imagine then.
Well,
Yeah.
yesterday,
In
today
the
would have
90s.
changed.
So
90.
now it's going to be available for people to actually buy at like a normal price. It's a pretty big deal.
All right.
But unfortunately, there's some people who wanted to buy it then, and now
They're
they're
dead. They're dead.
Yeah. So,
But if we know who you are, we'll
Yeah,
try and
we
send
know who
you.
you are.
We'll send you
We'll
something.
buy it
because
for-
we have so many sponsors.
on iTunes, I'll buy it for 12 rupees a track.
Listen,
And
listen, we have the money. We have all the Japanese sponsors that are never going to be on the show thanks to our racist comments.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll just put it all together and I'll send it to everybody. Can we move on from Jimmy Page? Turn the page here and move on to the next
there's
one.
something here that
You want to say
went
something?
wrong with you with
Well,
Jimmy
go on,
Page
go
and
on,
Led
go
Zeppelin.
on. No, I was
I
born
can hear
between 71 and 72.
There's some bitterness.
There is a pain. I was trying to be part of their act, and it's a long story. Apparently, I was too short, and they just said no, and things didn't work out. Zeppelin and us. Your story is better, though.
Are you more Jethro Tull guy? Or
No, I'm a little earlier than
locomotive
that.
breath?
No, I'm a little earlier than that. Let's not go there.
Really?
I like those four
He's
people
like the
from
rich,
Liverpool,
petite
so
type of
it's just
people.
not.
Those four people.
I have to fight. I'm a very aggressive man, although I listen to the four people. So it's. I have no friends, Ashwin, and that's why I asked you to sit close, just for those few seconds.
No friends because you don't allow them to talk.
Well, I have a
Cyrus.
German Shepherd, but he's 13 and a half. And he can't hear me anymore, which is what I want my wife to go through. But unfortunately, that's not. She's 14, by the way. So, it's a different
Oh,
thing.
moving on.
Moving on now to,
swiftly.
Kejriwal and the battle between Jung.
Jung, and Jung is battle,
war,
so
yeah.
it's just the irony of
It's
him being
terrible.
called Jung.
So what does Kejriwal mean? Oh, that's right, 49. Okay.
Well, my point about this whole Kejriwal Jung thing is,
And you're a Delhi boy, so your point is
I'm
more
also a
valid.
Delhi boy, yeah.
You're
the-
scratching
the-
your head while you
Right,
speak.
I'm strategically
There's
saying-
no hair there. What are you doing?
Because we're talking
Because
politics
the
now. I'm
center-
trying to just get something out. Yeah.
I'm distracted. You can't do that. There's a man with no vision reading. What are you doing?
I
All right,
think
go ahead.
you guys should be like, Ashwin, you should be like representing the center, and you should take up for
So you want me to move further?
Why should he
in?
represent the centre? He voted in
Delhi.
Kejriwal. He's a Delhi boy.
He voted. He did.
Of course.
He-
In a sense.
I'm
In a
Bombay.
sense. Now.
My address is Bombay.
But you would have
My
voted.
parents voted.
But you would have
Kejriwal.
voted for Kejriwal. There you go. See? Yeah. So what's happening there? Is he behaving like a spoiled brat and just fighting all the time?
Well,
That's the sense we get.
Kejriwal is really, he is bonkers. I mean, there's no denying that.
That's fair.
But the centre also is begging the other states to come support us. And then they're doing this to Kejriwal as well. So they're going against what they want all the other states. And Delhi is a state by itself.
But it's
so
a
I
very
believe they should
complicated
listen.
state.
It
Who
is
owns
complicated,
what?
but
Who
he
does
is the
what?
chief minister.
Yeah, but what powers does he have? I mean, this is under the state centre thing. This is under the state thing.
He
It's
does
very
have
complicated.
powers, and I think they're damn pissed off that he
His-
won again
Yeah.
after he walked out. And
Won-
nobody
won
expected...
and devastated them.
And devastated, yeah.
Yeah. It was scary.
So they're behaving like dogs in the manger.
I
Yeah,
think
something
so.
like that.
If
That's
people
it.
who are listening to us even know this.
I mean, Kejriwal,
Manger reference
this
may
is
be tough, but
centre and state, but
May not be allowed.
Kejriwal has just pulled Ola and Uber
Yeah,
off the map.
what is
That's
that
also
story?
that's mental, yeah.
Why would he do that? I mean, he's all over the place in my book. And he began more
But
like
obviously he's all over the place, but not in an Uber and Ola.
seems to be more Mamata Banerjee leftist leaning sort of thing happening now. That I'll just stop business because I feel like it. I thought that whole police thing in the last government was just hilarious when he attacked the police and then boycotted them and went on a hunger strike and whatever. It's not very clear.
He likes Dharna. He should be the
Does he
chief
just wanna
minister of
see-
Dharnas for the
does
country.
Theatre he's like a thespian.
And he has there are some good ideas as well, but of course he's...
Like getting rid of those three of them and at the same time. No, that was
No, that was just a banana republic coup.
Yeah.
That means
So much for democracy. Absolutely.
that's
I am Kejriwal. See the mustache.
General Pinochet in
There you
Chile
go.
or something like
There
that.
you
In
go.
the
Yeah,
70s.
yeah.
Yeah, that was the best years.
That's a good reference for my listeners. That with Led Zepp kills us completely. Oh, there's a girl who's entered the studio right now. Her name is May. We might get her in.
I
to
know
chat.
who May is. I hear her.
Yeah, she's a month behind again. Oops, I hope everything's okay. We'll take a break. We'll come back soon. Hello, it's called Cyrus Says, and a young girl has just dropped in, not paying attention to me, of course, while I'm trying to record. Nothing changes. Hi, May, how are you? Stop laughing.
Hi.
Get a little closer because my sonorous baritone then will overtake
I
your
know. Well,
voice. Hello.
I've missed you.
Yeah, all good? Let's do harmony together. Hello, hello. There's a man with a guitar and no clothes, just sunglasses. Who's he? Why is he smiling at me? Oh, you have clothes on. All
Also,
right.
Chavi and I are sitting this side. But
Oh, I'm so
just
sorry.
pretend
Chavi
you're
and
not
Ashwin, Mushran. Let's talk about your career here for a second. You're here. We're trying to celebrate your greatness.
oh, wow. Nobody else does, so, I
Come
just
on,
take whatever
come
chance
on.
I get, yeah.
I feel a certain attraction.
For
Not
Ashwin?
to you too. To you as well, mate.
You
To
better.
me. To Ashwin as well.
I'm a Dosco, so that's why, yeah.
Don't you watch porn at all, May? All right.
Disco porn.
Disco porn, it's very expensive. Don't do that. And they're only men. Is that your thing? Ashwin, can we talk about your film? You're doing a new film coming
I've done
out
a film
month or so?
called Island City. It's an NFDC film.
Is it about here,
It's-
Mumbai?
Yeah. Yes, surprisingly.
So it's a
yeah.
tragedy?
Absolutely.
Okay, a horror.
It's got Vinay Pathak, Sameer Kochar, Tanishta.
Tragedy for me already.
And Chandan Roy Sanyal. And it's quite an interesting film with 3 different stories in it. And it should be hitting the international film
Typical
festivals.
Mumbai story.
many-
Only
how many
men.
songs
Lots of
in it?
potholes.
No songs.
Lots
No
of makeup.
songs.
Yeah,
This
no
is my
songs.
kind
No
of
songs.
movie.
It's made by a new director called Ruchika Oberoi. Really, really
Is
interesting.
that male or female?
Ruchika.
I didn't hear. Did you hear?
Because
I
you're
heard.
talking
He talks so
over him.
quickly.
Yeah.
He's Kashmiri. It's a different dialect altogether. Can you speak any Kashmiri?
No, I've never been to Kashmir.
Can you speak Kashmiri?
Nope.
Can you speak
But I've
Kashmiri?
been to Kashmir.
Hey, I am the furthest away from Kashmir. I'm from Kerala.
No, you're from Dubai. You
She's
speak
from
Kerala.
Kerala. She said it. I heard it. Yeah.
Kerala.
Can you do a proper Malu accent for a second?
Zimbabwe do an accent.
Zimli? Of course.
Now you do your Zumba again.
Yours?
Huh? Yeah.
And let's have a Malayali face off. And go!
I've just come back from the Gulf and I would like to kizomba you.
That is the worst accent I heard in my life.
That is because
You're
I was
sounding
trying
East
to
German,
get you
mate.
to say something first.
That was East German that she did.
But we all come back from the Gulf.
Good.
Do your German accent.
His is Ahmednagar.
I can't do German.
Ja. Das ist gut, ja. Ja. Oh,
Yeah?
ja. Es ist langsam, ja.
We're going to do accents all
Yeah.
night. Now, can we
I've,
move on
I've
to
watched
the
a lot
next
of
topic?
German films. Ja,
Tell us about
ja,
your
das
stupid
ist-
film. 1, 2, 3, 4. Off you go.
Yeah, I just said, I
You
said
didn't
it
tell us
all.
the story, brother. You said Sameer Kochar is there. He's the guy who anchors the IPL.
I
don't
like
understand.
Sameer Kochar.
But
He's cool.
So he and
Yeah.
Vinay Pathak fall in love in the island city.
That is the story.
What is
See,
your role?
You just tell me what the story and, the movie's going to come out. Yeah.
And who is Ruchika Oberoi?
She's a new director.
Okay,
It's
is she
her-
part of the Oberoi family? Because we
No,
do business
no,
here.
no,
All right.
unfortunately
And please,
not.
Chavi, don't insult anyone else.
It's her script.
I've lost
Her
Japan.
direction.
I've lost Kingfisher. I've lost Jet. I've lost lots of things
I
here.
said they're androgynous men. I just
There, I lost my virginity with that one.
Wow, yeah.
All right.
You
So,
like that word androgynous?
yeah, what is androgynous? Trying to show off like you're big shot and we don't know what the hell it
Japanese men are androgynous.
means. Yeah. How can you say
To me,
that?
they're Japanese, but yeah.
What if you're half Japanese? Are you andro without the genus? I mean, where do you draw the line? Can you quickly tell me about the film? Spice City? Island City?
It's basically, when I say it's 3 stories that connect to each other.
So the guy's so lazy he could write a big long story in 3 small stories.
Yeah,
she.
but they are-
She, me.
Guy, Ruchika.
Ruchika is a
Can't tell the
female
difference between
name.
Men and women.
I can't. I have to feel.
So hopefully the film should be hitting
Cyrus.
international film festival.
what is this
soon.
whole
And in
international-
the meantime, I'm doing a daily soap. So
Yeah.
that is what I'm doing a
Yes.
Balaji soap. Yeah.
Oh, that must be terrible in terms of
Itna
work.
karo na mujhe pyar.
Come on, tell us.
Oh,
Oh,
and what is
God.
your character?
I play
You're a Doscoite. You're this anglicized Macbeth sprouting Shakespearean actor from England who is now playing what? Just tell me again.
I'm playing Karan in Itna Karo Na Mujhe Pyar, yeah, who owns a
Your parents are very
restaurant called
proud.
Punjabi Chula, yeah.
Punjabi Chula.
And my wife is called Dimpy, so we are Karan
Hey.
and Dimpy. It's brilliant.
Hey, it's all in
And
the
I'm just
moolah.
amazed at the amount of people who watch this stuff. It's been fascinating. I've been on the show for 7 months.
Okay, now tell me one thing. What are the hours like? We heard that they work you out when you're dailies. They really work you hard and all that.
No, you can have a normal 12-hour shift. I've also gone and I've shot for 1 hour as well, depending on your scenes. It's a big cast.
So how many
And
days do you have to work?
on an average, it's like 15, 20 days a month.
Oh, that's much more than the government. No, that's not so bad.
That's much more than government for the whole year.
Yeah, I know. 6 days more, at least,
Yeah, so
for
at
my
least.
calculations. And Sundays are out forever.
And my bills are passed.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, his bills are passed. His driver gets the conveyance, not like yours. See the difference? All right, Ashwin, anything else you want to talk about?
He self-drives his luxury car. Please tell everyone.
Hey, why do you self-drive your luxury car? You got so much money and wealth, and what's with that story?
Yeah, see, I decided to upgrade. So
Okay, listen, now this is very boring.
I have-
We're going to discuss it. Okay, go
I
ahead.
have, so I have a Volkswagen sedan.
1 minute. It's
You liar.
Volkswagen,
Yeah,
not
I do. And I decided to upgrade.
So now
So
you have
I bought a Nano.
All right. Tata.
And it's the best thing I've ever done. I love it, yeah.
Yeah, just don't take it to Singur. I
Huh?
don't like that car there.
Because, I can just park it anywhere. But I don't
Nano
mean
is awesome.
anywhere.
Is there,
You say
again,
it
a
like
metaphor?
That,
Is
and you
there a
say
metaphor
something
for
like that to
something?
Cyrus.
Come
You
park
just got to
this,
take back what you
John.
said.
What's he saying? I wanted a Nano. I couldn't get it. This all
You
reverse
couldn't get
story.
in, Cyrus.
This man
Yeah,
is
There's a
pretending.
difference.
This man is pretending.
You couldn't get
Take
in.
your shots. Take all 4 take your shots. They're 4, they're 3.
Because
I'm the all
if
4.
people could see me,
I'm
yeah.
all 4 on my own.
You drive like this. Nothing, yeah.
His arms out.
Yeah, it's Cyrus.
Listen,
Sounds
I'm
like
called
it.
the Incredible Sulk because of reasons I can't explain.
So I feel pretty cool driving my Nano. And I
What
think
color is it?
But can I speak about
It's
a reverse
silver.
robbery?
Can
I
I
want
say-
to put it out there.
If
You're a
you-
Doscoite.
I'm
Your
a
father was in the corporate line. Am I right?
my dad was in corporate line.
Yeah, nobody struggled for food. You're from Doon's
My dad
school.
That worked hard.
No,
Yeah.
he may have worked. No disrespect.
Yes,
but
he did.
you were in Doon school. You were in a Hindu college. You were in England to
I was
study
in Doon
theatre.
school and it was a lot cheaper.
And then the
go
only
there.
mistake you made is going to Andheri after that.
And Hindu
which is disgusting.
Hindu college costs 800 rupees a term.
And how many terms did you do? 2 or 3 is enough, right? Generally?
3 years.
3
Yeah.
3 years. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough.
That's 1,600 rupees a year.
Why are
Yeah.
you on his case? Your
Yeah, what?
background is not that
He's
much
just
different.
mad about the Nano.
I
should
don't
have bought
pretend
a
to be,
a BMW
because
and
if
Audi.
he
No,
got
I
a
went
I
and
know
bought-
that he's got
and-
7 Ferraris at home in Delhi.
Yeah.
And then he pretends to be poor.
They're
And poor
4
Samir
inches
Kochar and
each.
Ray Patak give him money and say, oh boss, he doesn't have enough work or something, let's help him. This guy can buy and sell them. He's a liar. He's a hoax and a fraud. The man is super rich. I just want to put it out
He
there.
told you he bought it for his parking problems.
Do you know his driver rides a Mercedes because he's embarrassed to show it in Aram Nagar? Do you know that? And his driver,
my
"Mere ko
driver
drop karo."
goes and picks up other people's Mercedes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
500
That's-
yards
yeah,
away
for-
from the studio, they drop him off so Ekta Kapoor doesn't feel bad and gives the conveyance. This man is cheap.
Like if I go
and
to an
super
award,
rich.
if I go to an award show in my Nano, all the valets just stand there. It's and then finally I just get out.
and yet
On your
Ratan
own.
Tata himself opens the door and says thank you, Ashwin.
he has
Love and
to.
respect.
I've given him business.
You have.
I bought top end.
And you've shown them the rich can
Yes, I
drive the
tell people.
Nano.
I
Rich
bought
can
top
drive the
end.
Nano. I think it's a slap, it's sarcasm, it's satire, it's biting satire. I'm so rich, but I'm driving a cheap car.
I have power windows.
Power windows, my foot. The
Front
windows never
fog
go up or
lamps.
down.
Do you have front fog lamps?
I don't even have tires. I make my wife push. Marriage is hard.
Okay.
All right, we have time for anything else? Shall we swing by? We have a movie to talk about. Sanjay Dutt's biopic.
Which
And
Raju Hirani is supposed
with
to
Raju
be.
Hirani.
Yes.
Okay, Ashwin, take it since you know everything about it. I was going
I
to
know,
give you a chance.
no, I was in Munna Bhai, so I don't know everything.
Oh, you
about
were in
it.
Munna Bhai?
I was in Lagireo Munna Bhai.
Oh, the second one.
I was held, for those people who don't know what I look like,
Yeah.
I was held upside down in the second one. I was the bad son.
Were you held upside down or did you put
They
the
really
camera
held me upside down.
I
Sanjay
did
Dutt held
watch
me
that
upside
movie.
down.
With both hands? Or if you
And a
use one
harness.
hand, it would be
And now
something
they
And a
else.
want to
harness.
make a movie about him. You think that scene will come into that movie?
No, it
Without that, I
won't,
won't
because
watch the movie. If they don't have you upside down in the biopic, I'm not going.
That's quite kinky, actually.
I want to know one thing. I want to know
Hey,
one
May,
thing.
what are you doing after?
I have a question, Ashwin.
Whatever you want, Ashwin.
Ashwin, Chavi, I have a question since you are listening. My question is very simple. There's 6 Rockies, right, with Stallone, and there's 1 Rocky with Sanjay Dutt. So does
Yes.
that make it 7? Rocky 7.
Yeah.
How do we add that up?
Well, it was the 4th one, right?
Oh.
The Rocky, Sanjay Dutt Rocky was not.
Okay, I want you to strangle me, May. I want
Sanjay
to die
Dutt,
fast.
Rocky had nothing to
Hold
do
my
with
neck
that Rocky,
and press
yeah.
it hard. Chavi, keep talking.
Wasn't that his launch movie?
Ashwin, do you want to be strangled?
Wasn't that
Come
Sanjay
here.
Dutt's
Can I just
launch
tell you?
movie?
Go on, tell us more about Rocky, Chavi.
So
Go on,
my
go on.
aunt, who lives next door to me, when I was
Your
watching-
aunt is Rocky.
No, she went to see Rocky,
Oh,
and
okay.
my mom said, because she had me, she couldn't go. She said,
Rocky's
"How
a
was
dog.
the movie?" And she said, "That's
It's a
Sanjay Dutt.
mountain.
He's
Hi.
got a face like a chappal."
Who? Stallone? How mean. Have you seen his porn?
Can I just rewind that and do that
Yeah,
again?
yeah.
The
What
Italian
the
stallion
hell?
you're talking
Italian
about,
stallion.
yeah.
Wow. You have the collection. I respect you, Ashwin.
That face looks like a chappal, I heard it.
Thank you.
You girls are doing your own thing again? I told you SMS when 2 men are talking. I warned you about this. This is an
Chavi is
Indian
not a
country.
man.
Your
Oh,
boobs are
Indian
bigger than
country.
mine,
My,
Cyrus.
my right boob is, no doubt. Yeah. And now you get to touch it while I move on to the next topic. What about the biopic?
I don't think it's bad. I think he really has an interesting life, actually.
Is he teaching? Is he teaching theatre? I don't mean to be rude. Is he teaching theatre in Yerawada to prisoners? Don't laugh. This is what I just they're laughing. This is what I heard.
Apparently, he's a model.
English and
he's a model prisoner
English and
out there. That's from what I
But
know.
he's
Model
in enough
prisoner?
movies where
I
he's a
didn't know that
prisoner,
was
no?
Apparently, he's a very nice guy. I met him only
Loses
once.
his mind.
He's
and everything.
he's a really sweet
What was he
chap,
like?
actually.
What was he like to work with?
Really sweet
He
chap.
came, he did his work, I did my work, there was no issues.
No friendship, no hi, hello, no.
There's
hi.
never any friendship in Bollywood like that. When you don't come from the industry, there's no friendship with other
Right,
people.
right.
You come, do your work, you are all associates.
So you're a lonely man.
I'm a lonely man.
You,
yeah.
you go to that Balaji production and do you have any friends? Or what?
They're all friends.
Oh?
I said movie, I didn't say TV.
Okay, TV is
Really
okay.
different. Everyone in TV is
Yeah,
friends.
let me tell you
I
about
know
radio.
that.
Yeah.
We don't even
No
say
one's
this-
friends
Not
with
even
We're
the
all
same
friends
studio.
on-
Chavi is in one studio.
Yeah.
May is in one studio.
Between us, we do lots of Itna Karo Na Mujhe
But
Pyar.
ours is Ebola. Ebola has caused the trouble in our little world.
Ebola.
In
Ebola.
radio.
Yeah, so we don't stay in the same.
Cyrus?
I've moved on. I lost.
Ebola is the Bhojpuri for what is he saying?
You should know. You were
Ebola.
between Dhanbad and Ranchi for so long.
Hey, Ebola.
Tell us more.
No.
Okay.
No, I think Raju Hirani is actually the best. Nobody knows Sanjay
Can I
Dutt
just say
better
one
than
thing?
Raju Hirani.
A lot of respect, Raju Hirani and all that, but I can't believe that after so much success and money, his name is Raju. I want more.
And that's
I want
great,
to change it.
isn't it?
No, Raju.
But
He's
it'll be Rajesh.
Like Raju.
But it'll be Rajesh here.
Oh,
Won't
it
it
should
be
be
Rajesh?
Oscar Stolmeyer.
Cyrus is just one big snob.
Rishikesh Mukherjee. That's the name.
You're a name snob. You're
I'm a name
so
snob. I'm a name
weird.
racist. May is good. I like May. May is great.
Okay.
Yeah, hot though. Damn.
Oh,
Hate that.
wow.
Oh,
You
you're
don't
really
have
hot.
my loins will
Yeah.
get hot and I'll need Amit to throw a bucket at me
What will
now.
get hot? Your loins will get hot?
Do you want us
Your
to step
loins?
out?
Yeah, should we?
No, join in.
What is
What
this?
doing?
The Gate of Forest? What's she saying? being loyal. All right, this is Ashwin. You screwed our show up totally. Ours was a very intelligent, philosophical debate, and
I thought you were calling me for that. and
Yes, we
frankly,
were.
it's just been-
You were one of the three wise men. I was the other two, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So we are going to go into a quick break, and then when we come back, the most important part of the session: sex therapy. So I can't talk. Come back.
Cyrus Says, ask me anything. If you want Cyrus to answer your questions on air, send an email to whatcyrussays@gmail.com. If you send us a link to a sound file on SoundCloud, we'll even play you asking the question in your own voice. And that's what Cyrus says.
And we've reached the end of what has been a wonderful session. Truly memorable. Ashwin, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, I
And-
don't think I've answered anything.
And you should
actually,
never.
but yeah.
You should never. You're an Indian. You should never give a straight answer. Love and respect to you. You're doing very well, making lots of money and pretending to be poor. I respect that. And I know you're laughing inside. We listen to Beethoven's Fifth and these idiots outside are playing some stupid Bhangra song. And I know what you're going through because we come from the same world and it's painful. It's like male periods and it never ends. May, speaking of male periods, come closer and now have your way with me for 4 seconds and then you can
4
ask.
seconds? It's all I get.
Yeah, a 5th second is reserved for Chavi. Don't tell anyone. Okay, now let's move
Hey,
on.
Chavi
It's
gets
called
all the
EMA.
seconds.
1 second is enough.
No.
I have lots of women to satisfy. I don't have time. Come on,
You
do the
guys
maths.
really need a room, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Ashwin and I just
This
gonna
is a room
get
and it's got
out.
air conditioning. I'm not paying for it. Do you have your own driver? I'm not happy with dropping people. Okay, get on. AMA?
Uber.
Yeah?
So,
Can we ask you anything?
Yeah.
All right, so today
I thought May is going to ask.
I'm going to let May ask now.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
What's Ashwin supposed to do?
He's going to answer
Play
some
the
of
sex
questions.
symbol.
Just sit.
No,
look
Ashwin and I are
pretty,
gonna have our
right?
own chats.
That's his
Yeah.
job.
I don't know. Very democratic radio setup this is. Everybody does their own
Cyrus,
thing.
focus.
I'll scratch.
May, stop touching him.
She's braiding my hair. Leave me alone. Go on. Go on.
I like braiding her. So basically, I got a question from Shweta via email who said,
Okay.
will we ever have bars open late in Mumbai?
And of course, I'm the one who should answer that because I run the
Yeah.
country and I have been for the last 18 to 20 years. I don't know, but I've become really old and reclusive and I go to sleep at 10, so I don't care anymore. But if I was younger, it was very painful for us. Ashwin, what's your take on this?
Clearly she doesn't go to the right bars.
Oh, so there are those that are open. Can you tell us? But what is with this 12:30,
I think she's right.
1:30
Actually,
deadline?
I'm getting older as well, and I don't want to bother going out as
Yeah.
well. So,
But
we're
is
not
it
the best
painful
people.
when in your teen years or whatever, you will go out, you start having a
But
good time, they shut everything
you're a
down.
Bombay boy from the 80s and 90s.
Call me
and-
boy. Wow.
And
we went-
clearly, we used to stay out a lot
Much
longer in
later.
those
I remember
days.
staying
Well,
out.
up to the mid-90s it was fine and then suddenly they
We're
clamped
talking
down.
about the days of RGs,
RGs, yes.
cellars,
Okay, don't-
caverns,
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
had an S to it,
Beautiful.
you know.
That was India that I loved. The rich
Yeah.
people happy in their
Raspberry
little, and the poor people
rhinoceros
watching us from far, and everybody
Yeah.
just so lovely to see, hot young women walking.
And there
wearing
was a nightlife,
handkerchiefs
and
nothing
that
else.
nightlife has been taken away.
It ha- well,
and the cops say 1:30.
But what's-
And they'll still come at 11:45 with their vans around. Like, I'm going to threaten you for a little while.
And they look
you know,
down,
for-
and they
yeah.
look down on you for some reason.
That's
like,
because they're in a van.
Yeah, that's
What
true.
time
And,
did
you're,
you
and
do
I was kneeling in nightclubs,
Yeah.
so I was doing something else. But
That's,
yeah.
yeah.
Why? It's wrong? It's wrong to kneel? How dare you, May?
No.
Anyways, to answer Shweta your question, we have no idea, but we'll take it up with the government.
Yeah, we will,
Mr.
personally.
Fadnavis is on my speed dial. I call him, he never returns the call. We'll
Yeah.
see what we can do.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ashwin, for helping. Chavi, thank you for not saying anything. Next question.
Ashwin. Yes, that's Ashwin. This is Shweta who asked the
That's Ashwin. You don't know who Ashwin is?
No, that's
This is-
Ashwin.
Ashwin has done 300 commercials, 40 Hindi films. He's a fashion icon or some
And
gay
he does
fashion
salsa.
icon. Or
I
some,
know you do salsa.
See,
What,
I
the
told
salsa's
the
bigger than
girls
everything
no.
else? Damn you!
All
Damn you!
Hey,
We've
I
unleashed
told you
a
that,
monster.
She's a girl.
All them girls know.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I bought a nano. I do salsa.
Yeah, I'll show you my bloody salsa later. Come on, let's move on.
That's it.
Rumba, rumba.
From Versailles Thomas, not related.
Okay,
From
no.
Versailles, as in from, like,
Versailles
Paris,
Thomas.
France.
That's how,
From
is that how you pronounce
That's his identity.
Versailles Thomas.
you
not
say
really.
Versailles.
Okay, now you've got us all
Thomas.
by the short and curly. Somebody from Versailles in Versailles.
No, Baba. Versailles Thomas.
So
says-
that
Actually,
is,
his name is Versailles.
so he's a Franco, is it?
He may be. That's the internet. He could be from.
We'll never know.
He could be
We'll waste so much time that we can't answer it
Yeah,
now. We
yeah.
can't
I'm
answer
a
the
Malayali.
question.
Yeah, what was the... Yeah.
Why are you always talking about you being a Malayali?
Aren't you promoting?
You keep promoting this Malayali culture. This is
Uncle,
this is a
wait,
Parsi
no.
show and little Catholic and okay, occasionally.
Okay, what is the
Pandit.
question? Yeah.
I don't.
Okay.
Nobody knows anymore.
Aren't you promoting?
You have to do the French accent. It won't work otherwise.
Aren't you promoting smoking by having IVAP as your sponsor?
Very good question. The answer is no. It's like the vaccination thing. You know how the vaccination thing works? So they give you a little bit of that terrible disease so your body learns how to fight it. That's the whole concept of IVAP. And I don't say this because I want the sponsor to stay. God, we need him. But the main thing is that's the way it works. So please, we have stopped so many people smoking. I don't know why.
I hear you. Sponsors are great.
Do you smoke,
sponsors.
Ashwin? Ashwin, do you smoke?
Hey, sponsors.
Do you smoke?
I can't say that. My parents
Well,
listen. I can't put that on.
So you don't smoke?
No, just take this
No
off.
comment.
I can't
Okay.
comment.
Take this off?
We'll leave out the
You're one of them, fascists. Okay, fine, we'll take it off. So my last and final word to my friend's friend is that we do not know the answer to this also. Refer to question 1 about the bars. I'm more clear about that.
But sponsors, you're great.
Our sponsors
Stay on
are
the
great.
show.
And IVAP is a wonderful idea.
iVape.
May, let me tell you, because you used to smoke and now you've stopped.
At least sponsors,
Wow.
we may not pronounce your product right, but we do love you.
Yes, it's iVape, guys.
In French, it's IVAP.
Yes, you're right.
Parlez-vous français? No?
Oui.
My foot.
Moving on.
Don't we on my foot.
Moving on.
Yeah.
By the
But
way,
one sec, let's hold it for a moment and remember that in case someone from Versailles in France has actually sent in that's a great moment for the show. Because we've never gone beyond Shivaji Park right now, up to now, in the 13 episodes.
No,
Well,
we
you
have
know
one
what?
listener in Gujarat.
We have in Gujarat.
Yeah, we have a question
But he was in
coming up
Shivaji
from
Park when he
Gujarat.
sent it, so it's a
No,
little different.
he's in Gujarat only.
Okay, Ashwin's looking at his watch and falling asleep.
No.
And he's raising one eyebrow at a time. What a show off. Think I can't do that? I use my fingers.
Can't do
See?
that. I can only.
Yeah?
do
You want to
Have
raise
you
my
seen
eyebrow?
what I can do with my 3 nipples?
Show me all 3.
Oh my lord.
My God, this is beautiful. You've got 2 on your chest and 1 behind.
This is like a
You're the most beautiful man
I
in the
didn't
world.
say where it was. How did you
Boys.
know? Sorry.
medical clinic. Okay, so by
Oh.
the way, have you thought of discussing topics on the show that are not Mumbai specific?
Who's
No.
this?
From Indian atheists.
Okay, we'll do that immediately. Chavi's responsible for this. She decides what topics.
Yeah, look,
But
we
we-
had
I
a
only
guest
decided to
One
finish
minute.
the show.
We discussed what's happening in Delhi.
Yeah, we did.
We talked about androgynous Japanese
People. You're right.
men.
you were paying
know?
attention. I wasn't. He knows
Bihar
everything.
and Dehradun also.
Yes,
right?
Ranchi was mentioned twice.
Yeah, Ranchi. So that's all out of.
Yeah.
It's all out of Bombay.
Yeah,
It's international.
we also got Escobar, Colombia. We hit South America, parts of the salsa industry in England.
Yeah.
Your theater stint there. So we were international. We were everywhere.
This is true.
Also,
the limitation is, of course, that we are in Mumbai and we've got guests from here, and Cyrus is clearly.
But people,
Ashwin is a man of the
people in
world.
Bombay do know about stuff that's happening in the rest of the world.
Ashwin actually lives in
If
Paris.
you lead the right questions.
He's so rich, he flies down to shoot a Balaji production film and laughs all the time. Look at my dialogue.
This picture.
Hey,
you
Ashwin,
painted
do us a
of me,
dialogue
yeah.
from the
Wait, what's the
do you remember
line?
anything? I know it's a stupid question, but it just sounds funny
what?
sometimes. What's your character in the film?
Weird.
In the serial? Who do you play?
It's Karan Kapoor. Yeah.
No, what is he? Is he like an
Tell
uncle,
us
grandfather,
something.
aunt?
He
What
No,
is
he's
he?
not okay. He's a fat Punjabi
He's a
guy. I have
negative
a
guy.
stomach in the show.
Is he a negative guy?
They give you a stomach,
no,
like
he's-
an extra stomach.
Yeah,
Oh my
I
goodness.
have.
Okay, so do
what
us
do
a
you say
line.
to Dimpy?
Wait, give
Oh,
us
this is
a
not
line.
drugs.
You
Huh?
can't
Just
give-
do us a line.
It's not.
So pretend May is Dimpy.
There's
I'm Dimpy.
I'll be
lines
Dimpy,
like
I'll
that.
be
I can't
Dimpy.
even do.
But I just want to hear.
I can't remember what I
Come
shot the day
on.
before you move on. The next scenes are given
You
to
did
you.
Macbeth for 15 minutes outside, but you can't do this.
Yeah, okay. My usual line to Dimpy is, but Dimpy, I'm sorry. Dimpy, I'm really sorry.
It's in English?
It's a. We do also say, you know.
I'm heartbroken. I'm really heartbroken. I was
Well-
expecting something painful.
Even in Hindi, you say I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, May, do you have any other line in Hindi for sorry? Left lane, right lane.
Left lane.
It's everything
Bhai
about
Saab,
sex. Is everything
there
about
is a
sex,
left
May?
here.
Everything is not about sex. All right? Everything
Bhai
is not
Saab
about sex.
Seedha.
Yeah. And don't be critical about our
Left
techniques.
mat lo.
It's difficult to explain.
10 बार मैंने कहा आपसे सीधा.
10 bar?
Yeah.
You're a
Last
fine one.
question. This is for both of you. What? This is from Rohit via email.
No,
what
wait,
career advice would you offer someone who wants to
Be a what?
do satire like you?
Like
Satire.
you,
Ashwin, that's
if
for
they're
you.
saying like for Cyrus, there's only one Cyrus in the world. There can never be a Cyrus
There's
Brocha.
only the other side
another
of
one,
Saukar. Idiot taking my walk all the time. Can't bear that fellow. Tall, big face, small body, 6'9", nothing in proportion. I've seen him naked. I know everything.
You're talking Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson's sister.
Sorry.
Called Cyrus, Persian name. These people are strange. Yeah, you answer this.
Well,
Ashwin.
what career
You-
advice would
No,
you
no,
offer
this is
someone who wants to do satire? Like, well,
yeah, so,
you
no, you
have to
answer
be
this-
good at it.
No, but you have to answer this.
You
because
can't just do satire. Yeah.
I don't know.
You have to ask satire first before you do satire.
And meet Satire's parents.
Sorry, yeah. Take permission is what I asked.
We've
yeah.
lost the guitarist who was listening to the show. He just walked out. He sent the message. He's not happy at all. All right. Okay. Is there anything else you want
No,
to say?
what
Can I
would
just
you
tell
say,
my story?
Cyrus? With satire, I mean, nowadays, if you want to do satire, you would also have to accept
But
a
do you
jail
get
term.
Do you get this?
The what?
Oh, he's trying to make his point about comedians being told what to do and all that. He made his point. Why don't you follow? Okay, now here's what happens. We go to, this must happen to you also at airports and things like that.
Yeah.
Somebody comes and says, I want to be an actor, I want to be a VJ, I want to be in the business, I want to be a comedian, I'm very talented, whatever.
Give me a job. And I say, give me a job.
Help me. Oh, yeah, exactly. Like we run the whole thing and, we'll make a call and he's now Shashi Kapoor, who's a little old. But my good friend Kunal Vijayakar, the second ugliest man after Saukar in the world. And
why, Cyrus, what is it? Okay, we'll deal with Saukar later.
They're both ugly.
Huh.
And together they're terrible. It's not fun. All right. So he does the right thing. Somebody comes up and I'm always been a good cop and I say like, you should do this, maybe you should try that, whatever. All rubbish, of course, hypocritical fraud stuff. And he says, listen, you're wasting your time. Please go back, study and do something else. But you have to have the strength to do that. I just don't know how to do that.
You've got to have years and years, willing to wait for years and years and have a lot of patience.
Right.
It'll work, it might not work.
In
Even
medical
for satire?
terms. I've lost interest in the question.
Seriously, Cyrus.
Yes.
Behave. It's your show. At least
Yeah,
pretend.
it used to be. May is taken over.
Well, with satire, it's got to be instant that people react to it. If they don't react to it, then you're not very good.
But you can poke them while you're talking. I find that works.
that.
In interrogation, it works. No.
Waterboard them.
All right. Okay, I think we're running out of time and we've lost interest in this AMA. We had some fun. There were good moments. 2 at least. Both gone very quick. Thank you, Ashwin, for being on the show.
Thank you. Clearly, people know a lot more about me than when I came in. I can feel that.
Listen, we wrote the questions while we were doing the show.
Yeah.
What do you think this is?
And we gave you so much time to answer. Ashwin, really. Thank
Yes.
you
I
so
know.
much.
Ashwin, just one last thing. How much money you make last year? Just check this out. How much money you make last year?
Well, I bought a Nano.
Yeah, that's right, because you didn't want to call Daddy for the Bentley.
Cash down. Yeah.
All right, Ashwin Mushran.
Bentley is who we call some.
Stop
Let's
it.
move on.
No more. No mas. No brother Duran. No mas. Chavi, thank you so much for being on the show and wearing that lovely scarf which Dev Anand first wore in Guide and then threw it away.
This
Wow,
is brown
is
with
that
golden
it?
sparkles.
That is
on
Dev
it.
Pull it.
Anand's
That's his hair.
Guide.
It's made from his hair.
I'm touching it, Chav.
You're touching
I'm
Dev
stroking
Anand. You're making Dev Anand, in a sense.
Yeah, I'm freaking her out now.
Yeah, you are.
If only you could see me.
Let's
Yeah.
all touch
Pull.
Chubby,
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, let's all pull Chavi. Okay.
Bye.
My knobbly fingers will be a problem, so I'll just
This
heckle.
show is over.
All right, the show's over. We'll see you next time. We leave you with this visual memory of all of us smiling and looking stupid.
And pulling.
And
No,
pulling.
stop. Okay,
And
bye.
pushing.
Bye.
And
Bye.
falling.
Say bye.
And trampling. Say bye. What did you say? Bye back to me? I mean, what kind of show is this?
Chotu!
What is this? How infantile can we get? Bye. I'll be waiting here for hours. No one's ever going to say anything back. You don't have that two-way medium. It doesn't
No.
work. Tell her.
Come, let's go, Cyrus.
All right, let's go. Bye, Ashwin.
You're listening to Cyrus Says.
All views and opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily the views and opinions of the IndusVox Media Network or any of our show advertisers or sponsors. No animals were harmed in the making of this podcast, obviously.
All right, Cyrus Says is wrapping up, but we have Geek Fruit, which we want you to check out, hosted by Uber Geeks Tejas Menon and Jishnu Guha. They're like Simon and Garfunkel, except they're Tejas and Jishnu, and they can't sing. No, they can actually. And they talk about geek culture. If you're a geek or want to know about geeks or live with a geek or just next to Turkey is geek, go ahead, my friends. Listen to Geek Fruit.